USAA Umbrella Insurance Policy. Well, this is somewhat distressing. I'm going to read an email that a friend of mine from Maryland sent to me, who's in contact with his estate planning attorney. He goes, "Hey, I've been contemplating purchase a liability umbrella insurance policy. My question for you is, this is my friend talking to his attorney. My question for you is this: Are mine and my wife's 401k and IRA assets protected from loss or garnishment in Maryland from liability lawsuits? As always, thank you for your valued counsel." Again, that's to his attorney, not to me. The valued counsel then says, the assets are exempt, but not the required distributions. Now, you might be, what does this have to do with umbrella? Hang with me. So if you are required to withdraw $5,000, a creditor can attach that. So in Maryland and just every other state that I'm familiar with, they can't go after your IRAs, but they can certainly go after the distributions. And this is what I talk about actually all the time. Just hang tight. If your kid who's, I don't know, driving drunk all over the place and he's going to inherit your $500,000 IRA, just hang tight, because if he hurts somebody and while they can't get that, well, actually they could get the inherited IRA now. But let's just say he has his own IRA. The RMD's required minimum distributions certainly could be attached as garnishment for sure. But here's where the umbrella kicks in. The attorney says to my friend, "I highly recommend an umbrella policy. It's relatively cheap for the benefit. If you have a good base homeowner's policy, an umbrella is approximately $100 to $150 per $1 million per year." This guy says he pays $625 for a $5 million umbrella. All right, so here's an estate planning attorney who says he has a $5 million umbrella policy. That's on top of his homeowners, by the way. So remember, you're taking your maximum homeowners and you're putting an umbrella above that. So your umbrella, I don't know if y'all can see this umbrella here, that's literally covering you above and beyond what your homeowners does. So you can't, maybe you could. I don't know. USA wouldn't let you have a minimum auto and home policy, what's called property and casualty, and then have a big umbrella. It didn't work like that. They say, look, you got to max out your property and casualty, and then you can have an umbrella on top of that. All right, so that's what this guy pays, $625 a year for a $5 million umbrella after he has a good base homeowners policy. And I think for us is 3, 5, and 1. 300, 500, 100,000 was the base. And I can't remember what it is anymore. It's 10 years ago. But anyway, I probably should have said that. Just confuse everybody. But just in the back of your mind, it's not 25, 50, and 100, 3, 5. No, 25, 50, and nothing. I can't remember. It's 3, 500, 1. We'd get people all the time to call and say, I want to get an umbrella insurance policy. And you look at their policy, they're carrying like liability only. And USA said, no, you can't have that. You got to have more to even consider the umbrella. All right. So here's my friend emailing again to his estate planning attorney. I was just given a quote today from USAA. They've handled all my insurance needs for over 40 years. A $5 million umbrella policy. The yearly premium is $1,680. So $1,680 or $336 for $1 million of coverage, which is quite a bit more, basically 3 times more than what he's paying. We carry $1 million homeowners liability coverage on our residence already, and $500,000 liability coverage on our other home where our one of our daughters lives. We also maintain $1 million liability in each of our 4 very modest vehicles. Anyways, so today's quote, this seems to be a little bit out of whack. Today's quote is more than almost 3 times your estimate. If you think this is a ballpark with respect to our needs, I'll go ahead and get the policy. If you don't mind me asking, who do you have your insurance with? And let's see, for your information, USAA will not issue an umbrella policy in the state of Maryland unless they also carry homeowners policies as well, which is typical. And so now the attorney has his through a mutual company, and he says I have everything with them except for my life insurance. Your quote surprises me because I've literally told hundreds, if not thousands, of people to do this, to get an umbrella. Anyway, as long story short, he said, no one has ever reported what you are reporting. Something doesn't sound right. And this guy speaks all over the place in the state of Maryland. So he's told thousands of people to get an umbrella, and not one time has he ever heard anything like this, which scares me. So then my friend, I met him while I was working at USA, he's like, basically emails. He goes, man, any thoughts? That's crazy. And I said, man, he said, do you have any comment or idea why USAA does not seem to be even close to competitive in terms of umbrella insurance? The only thing I can think of, subscriber savings account, where at the end of the year they pay you a dividend. And I said, I don't know. I said, that's not good. Because I recently had someone from USAA tell me who works there, they're not even competitive anymore for homeowners and auto. Anyway, that's kind of distressing. I don't know what to make of this. That's not good. And then my friend said, yeah, very distressing. My whole family, and this is what I told me. I got 4 generations of USAA membership, and I've never even considered moving. Never. But having so many people tell me how much money they're saving by going to other agencies, I'm just like, yeah. And then what USAA will say, well, you get the dividend at the end of the year, but if I'm paying an extra $1,000, I'm only getting 135 back at the end of the year. That's not good. It used to be with USAA that no one would touch it because the premiums were so low and the service was so high. Now the premiums are high and the service has dropped, which concerns me. Anyway, so let's see. Please let me know if you find out anything from USAA. Okay, I don't mind paying more for something of value, but don't want to be an idiot. So I'm not sure what's going on there. This might be the impetus to start shopping. I don't know. It bothers me because, like I said, 4 generations, man. 4 generations. It's I don't know what's happening there. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. But I mean, the facts are they're not cheap. They're on a premium. I'll never forget when I was there. The CEO would say, "Look, this is old sales. People only question the price with an absence of value." Is what the whole that's so. Oh, you don't value the price. That means you don't value. You don't see the benefit of the price. That means you don't value the service. Would be what an old sales guy would say. So if they value the service, they'd pay any price. Would a guy in the desert pay you $1 for a cup of water? Yes, but he could go down the street and not in the desert only pay 5 cents. Why? Because he values that cup of water. I mean, I always get that, but man, it's just silly because I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, but that's true. But what exactly am I getting that I wouldn't be getting from another firm for a cheaper price? And that's the concern I have. And, we've had a couple claims with USAA and it's always gone smoothly without question. I've talked to people before about filing homeowners claims, not people, but the companies who do the work. And they always are, USAA says jump and they say how high. But this concerns me. I'm not going to lie to you. And I did a video last year while I never leave USAA. But I haven't really done any research on quotes for competitively speaking. And, when I got 4 kids, man, my oldest daughter is already on the auto insurance. My youngest daughter, she has a learner's permit. So by the end of this year, she'll be on it. I don't know. So that's concerning to me. I'm not sure what to make of why USAA would be 3 times as high as a competitor. The competitor is not a public traded company, it's a mutual company. Well, USAA is kind of that too. So remains to be seen. Anyone got experience with USAA? Have you left? Have you had to file a claim outside of USAA with another firm? How'd that go? Do you wish you still would? Love to hear your thoughts. Would you wish you were still at USAA? Because my understanding is once you leave, you can't go back. So I don't know. This concerns me. All right, we'll see you next time.